academic practice and training. Radio is for educational purpose only. How did last night go with the healing?
Well, last night's healing was amazing because I have been asking for more to come, and there was abundance. And each healing, there was 12 of us. I was able to hold that energy and be lifted and not be exhausted. And through prayer of the divine with each healing.
What was the most challenging healing you had to do? Most energy?
Yeah, I would have to say it was the one that wouldn't let me go through. She was blocked at the throat chakra and the heart chakra, so I wasn't able to go all the way down to heal her. And then I voiced it to her, letting her know that she is blocked and to breathe and to let me in. And it took a couple tries going back and forth, but she consciously understood and was willing to go. And towards the end, we were able to go, and I was able to heal and energize her all the way to the root chakra. It's a good healing.
Took a lot of energy.
A lot of energy. A lot of energy. But each healing is a learning experience. So and it's just elevates you as to know that it's not you and it's through you, and it just keeps flowing when you know that. And so I wasn't tired because it wasn't me.
Sounds good. Sounds from the heart.
Yeah, it's very beautiful to see so many that are willing to come and be healed through the divine and be lifted, and to hear and see and feel things that they've been neglecting, for them to, and give them steps to move forward into their journey in a positive way. So, it's a good night.
Yes. What more do you believe can we build on later on? Like, are there any wants and needs?
Yeah, I feel like the ones that come to have more workshops for them so that they can have that confidence and spiritual guide to build themselves up with the support of us, and so that they can feel that they are part instead of separate, because we're all equal. And that's a building block for those who have depression, who don't have confidence, don't fit in the world. Those foundation blocks, the basic ones that they have missed to build up on, I feel that is the key to help.
Very good.
Thank you.
That's said well. What, in 10 years, where do you see yourself?
If I'm still here in 10 years, I definitely feel that it would be a vast build on what is being created now. It's just going to expand even more to other areas, and this is just the first step to many more of them, and branching out. I feel that being a guide, a teacher to others, to lift them, and that everyone is a teacher, and show them how, and their confidence that they're going to spread and go into other areas, and build upon what we are able to give them here.
Yes. Yeah, that's deep. Well said.
Thank you.
And So how are you taking care of yourself after each healing? Is there like after effects?
Yeah, there's two different ways that can go in healing. If you're healing truly from the divine, you do not get tired because it's not you, it's through you. And so you have enough energy to heal abundance. If and that's the way I heal. If there's healers and they are healing and it's through themselves, mostly from the ego and not the heart, you become tired and headache and just really not able to function the next day or even during the healings because you're too worried about yourself and the pain that you're in because you're taking on their stuff and holding it in and you're not able to release it because you're doing it through yourself. So the difference is to do it through the divine, and so it just flows through you, and so the other person that you're healing is getting healed, and it's just a reciprocal, therefore they get healed, and for me, I'm not tired the next day. It's rewarding. I feel very uplifted and grateful and blessed to be able to have the opportunity to be a vessel.
Is there sometimes the divine work to you? Do you stop yourself sometimes, or do you just let it flow?
That's a funny question because sometimes I'm like I do stop myself because sometimes either the person isn't able to handle what the divine needs to tell them, and if I let it flow and I feel the person's heart, it would crush them. So I have to reword it to make them understand gently. Or sometimes spirit is very cutthroat, if you will, and I do say it because that's what the person needs to hear it like that. And sometimes spirit is very angry because they've been showing that person in many times and they're not listening, and so the spirit comes in yelling. And so my voice rises up and I don't even realize it until the person I'm healing steps back like I'm yelling at them. And becoming conscious of that and letting them know why it's in that tone is because spirit has asked them to do this and break this pattern or whatever it may be, and they still are doing it. And they're not listening. And they keep begging for the same thing, but they refuse to do the work to break the cycle. And so sometimes spirit comes in pretty strong.
Yes. Sounds pretty funny when you raise your voice in an event.
Right. And that's only happened a few times, but sometimes that's what's needed, you know. And I get taken back by it because I'm yelling at something I'm healing, and it's not a mother yelling. It's a spirit demanding, if this is what you want, this is what you need, and you've been asking for it, and you're not doing the work, and I'm tired of you asking for it. Choose something else. You know, that's exactly what they're saying. And it's you just let them know. You know, you keep asking for it. You're not doing the work. So this is your last chance. And if you're not going to do it, stop asking.
No.
And that's pretty much how it goes in one of those.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Final. Final say.
That's it. Choose something else. Let's work on something else. You're not willing to do this. You know.
Is there a person that you healed that seems to want to do it, but they keep on having the same recording play over in their mind, so they're not be able to break the cycle? So what would you do?
Yeah, the world is you know, for conscious people being in the world, it's really hard for ones who are not around conscious people all the time and wanting to do the work, but they also desire to fit in the world. And they want it. They're like on a fence. They want it, but they want it when they're around those conscious people,
Yes.
but they also want to be in the world and have that too. So it's like, I want my cake and icing. In a conscious world, you can't have that. And it's a repetitive record. They just keep repeating it and repeating it. And if they don't do the work and acknowledge what they're doing, they're going to keep repeating it this lifetime and another lifetime. And it probably came in from a previous life. But those who are conscious, that are really willing to do the work, they'll come, they'll look at that baby step and say, I could do that. And they're going to work on it, and they're going to move, they're going to shift, and they're going to come back cleaner. And then you could give them, then Spirit gives them something else. And then just glorifies them for what they have done in their progress until they can feel confident again. And then they drop another thing that they need to work on. And then, they work on it, and then they give them grace. It's like a healing process for them, because you can't, Spirit's very beautiful like that. They just, you have to do this and do this right now.
Yes.
They give you a grace period.
Yes.
And then if you do that, they're going to give you a lot of joy in between the next one to work on. And you see a lot of that in the people that are willing to grow. And the ones that aren't willing to grow, they're going to be stuck and stagnant. And they keep coming and coming for the same thing.
Is there ever a time that you try to heal someone and Spirit said you can't be healed? What do you say to the person?
Yeah, that's happened a couple times. Healing someone that's not open, conscious, whether it be conscious or being wounded and afraid of fear of not knowing. It could be several different reasons, but it all means the same as fear of not knowing. Most of the times, the ones that I have experienced had abandonment issues of letting someone in and then abandoning them and being crushed. The one that I really, that happens when there's someone like that is when you're healing them, the energy comes right back to you. Because it just bounces off because they're not open. Everyone has free will. And so if they're not willing to open up through the heart chakra, that you're not going to be able to heal them at all.
Yes.
And if it comes back to you, you could give it to someone else. Or if there's someone else in the room, it could bounce to them and they'll get that healing. But if you let that person know as you're healing them what is happening, sometimes they'll open and they'll be able to feel that. But if they're very insecure about that feeling, that doubt, that fear, it's hard to break that wall. You have to have that trust factor first so that you can open up the heart. That's why when we do workshops, we always open up in meditation, and we always open with a trusting therapy type communication with one another. We separate in different groups so that you could get that trust factor with someone else, so that you could get on the heart level, so you are able to open.
Is there some kind of a divine gift that you want to receive or want to learn further on to strengthen your resolve, your soul?
I don't look to get more divine power or strength, or I'm just blessed right now for what has been given to me, using me as a vessel. And if I am able to give more, and I'm willing, I'm open for that. If that's the opportunity that the divine wants to give me, I am ready and I'm open. But I don't look into the future. It is what it is right now, not in the past and not next week or even in 2 minutes. That's the future. It's like whatever is given to me now, I'm very appreciative of the gift.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
What about your intentions? What further intentions you want? You know, is it your goals?
For
Just anything, your life, your soul growth, your family.
Well, since we're talking on a spiritual level, my what I'd like to see is to have more community involvement, and so that we can touch more hearts and doing things out in the public, out in the world, not just here in my home, but doing things for the elderly, doing things for the children. Not just letting them know what I do, but just opening their hearts of just whatever is needed.
So take your action, your work out into the world, not just in your house.
Yes, absolutely.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
Community building.
Yes, you build on the community and let them know that where your heart is, and they get that trust factor with you without knowing that you're an energy healer.
Yes.
And then once they're open to that, then you can drop a seed,
Yes.
and it will flourish with them. That just because it's labeling in the world, it's definitely misunderstood.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that further down. We're more open eventually
Yeah.
to see who we are.
Yes, absolutely.
And I believe that's quite over 10 minutes.
Okay then.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for talking.
Yes, and I
Anytime.
agree to give you all that information and do as what is needed to make your class flourish on a heart level.
Yeah.
Thank you.